EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Throwing is Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. That one incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there.
Definitely should have got that.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On second down, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early.
And he's into the end zone. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point.
Damn.
Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 2nd down, Penix. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give left side. Here's Williams. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down. Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment.
So we're still in Philadelphia.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays, and that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
I didn't stop playing with this nigga.
Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
I don't know what you're talking about, my boy. Nah. Nah, I'm on console, my boy.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hell no.
They'll start this on
That's
the
crazy.
ground. It's
Okay.
Williams. Not much there. Maybe a
That's
yard.
crazy. No PC here, Mike G.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Nix from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, that went right over
Quickly
his
to the
head.
outside and complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. That's his 3rd catch for this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Nix to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know they put me on the swing.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead
Yes.
as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with
Oh,
Mims.
oh, come on. You got to
And
be there,
this'll be
AJ.
incomplete.
You gotta
He
get
was
there,
looking for
AJ.
Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up second down.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt.
Hold on to it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Damn it, I was streaming the Miami code.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
In motion, it's Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down and more. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
16-yard line. A gain of 31 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. He is in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Shit.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
27 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the
They'll go play action with Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
On play action, Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. A big play to kick off this drive. And even 30 yards. And here's Bijan. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. So
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score.
they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try to throw it with Penix. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
From the
Oh, no, I ain't
35,
tripping. We
it's
can
1st
play
and
to
10.
it, bro. It don't matter to me. Oh, okay. I got you.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix.
I got you.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Oh, shit.
Here's 2nd and 6.
I don't even know, bro. Honestly, I know it's defense though. I know we going defense because everybody that they interviewed at the combine, they said was all defensive players. I'll be shocked. I ain't gonna say I'll be shocked if we take offensive player. I'll be shocked because we don't have a lot of picks right now anyway. We only got like 4 or 5. We got fucking
It's up and
we
through.
got first rounder, second. I think we got a 4th or 6th and like 2 7ths. So I'll be surprised if they stay put and don't move back and trade one of them picks and we just keep the 1st and 2nd. I'll be surprised if they go offense with that 1st or 2nd pick. Now if they move one to get an additional pick, 2nd or 3rd, then all right, but just having a 1, 2, and then the 4th, I'll be surprised if they go offense with one of them picks that early. Because we definitely need help on defense. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, that or rusher. Bro, I thought they was. They say I seen the other day. He said ain't no he may still come back or whatever. He's open to it. He did a little interview and all that.
Gain of 15.
He did an
And a
interview.
1st down.
Hey, y'all.
Every once in a while,
Y'all my, I don't want to say sleeper, but sleeper, y'all my sleeper team next year. Hey, because what y'all did in free agency,
and then really it's the yards after catch that did
y'all made a couple. Y'all got, what was old boy? I can't think of. Yeah, I was finna say Greenwood, but he was somewhere else. Y'all got Greenlaw, y'all got Hufanga, the strong safety that was over there. Yeah, I knew it was somebody else. Yeah, nah, y'all, what y'all did, yeah. I'll
Play
I'll
action
be.
now.
Y'all are
It's
definitely
Nix.
my
This one to the tight
team
end,
over there.
Troutman. And they'll
Yeah,
move this
y'all
one
definitely.
down inside the 40-yard line.
I
These can be
ain't
tricky
gonna lie.
situations
Hey,
defensively,
I
right?
thought
The
about
game
that
is
too.
all
I'm
but over.
like,
Barring
Rashad
something
did.
unforeseen, you got this
Y'all,
one
and
in
as
the
long as
bag,
Bo
but
Nix
you
don't
still
like
want to finish on a high
regress,
note. You still
man.
want to walk
Yeah,
off the field and
y'all
put an
got a chance
exclamation
at
point on what's
getting that
pretty much been a
division.
dominant performance right from the start.
They say, and see, that's the thing. They say this is a running back heavy draft, so y'all can find one in the second or third. Yeah, nah, yeah.
On second down, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
You can find
They
something
clog
in the
up the back
sevens. You
end.
do definitely
At
find
the end of the
gems
day,
everywhere.
there's just nowhere
But
for the offense to go with the
y'all
ball.
got them early picks, so that's like us. We ain't got shit.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He finds his man, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds at
Yeah,
the 5.
so won't not necessarily traded up, but when we traded for Judon last year, we gave up a third for him.
5 yards from the house. They've got
We
it
gave up a
first
third for
and goal.
Judon.
Working
We
out
traded
of the
some
gun.
other shit too.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the
Judon,
15-yard
we did a
line.
trade with somebody else, I think, for like
Now we'll get whistles,
a fifth or a
and they have
sixth.
signaled
But I
for a
definitely know the
timeout.
Judon shit. We gave
Sure
up our
he's
third
there.
for
Not
that.
sure of the logic, but one stoppage with
I
5
definitely know
seconds
we
to
gave
go.
up our third for that one.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that final throw here is intercepted.
Hey, I seen that right off the
Jesse
line.
Bates.
When he got off, I seen that right off the line. He had him beat. GG's, my boy.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.